This Thursday for the Pink Society chat on Twitter, Dutton Estate Winery is going to be our guest. They were kind enough to send me a bottle of their 2020 Kylie's Fumé Blanc. It's from Sonoma County. It is 13.9% alcohol by volume, and it retails for $30 on their website. Also, screw top, +1. I do love the fact it comes with the screw top. All right, so from a color standpoint, got a slight green tint to you. Pale lemon green, no artifacts, no cloudiness. All right, so on the nose, I'm getting a really nice, strong peach note to this. I'm also getting a little bit of pear, a touch of lime. There's also a very nice green aspect to it, like a kind of a freshly cut grass. There's a small hint of asparagus. It does also have a hint of your stereotypical Sauvignon Blanc cat pea type of note. Not overpowering, but present. It's like a touch of cantaloupe in here as well. Yeah, just a little bit of cantaloupe, but not too much. How does it taste though? Medium plus acid is a lot more of the tropical notes and a little bit more of the stone fruit. One of the things I'm getting on the palate I didn't really detect very well on the nose is there is a little bit of a green apple note. The pear is there, but really what I'm getting here is just that peach and the melon. The melon is actually it's hardly detectable on the nose, but when you taste it, that cantaloupe pops, especially on the approach and right at the beginning of the mid palate. So the intensity on the nose is a medium plus, but the intensity on the palate is pronounced. This is a very kind of zingy, really bright fruit wine. The other thing about it too is that it does have a little bit of a more concentrated mouthfeel, and that might be because of the aging that was done in French oak after the wine was made. But there isn't a lot of oak influence imparted in on this. It's just, it kind of has just a heavier mouthfeel than your typical New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc that you would pick up. While still very fruity, the characteristics are a little bit different, and the body just seems to have a little bit more of a bite to it. I guess another way of saying it is it's almost like as if this wine had just a kind of a touch of a tannic note to it. Yeah, so I mean, it just has a lot of these kind of nice fruitiness, nice amount of green to it. Like I said, you smell the cat pea. You don't taste cat pea, which is good. I've never tasted cat pea. I don't want to, but I assume I don't taste it in here because there's nothing offensive. Overall, it just kind of has this nice freshness about it, but it also feels a little bit more kind of hefty than your typical Sauvignon Blanc. With all that being said though, let's get to the blick. From a balance standpoint, I think you're in balance, but I will say the 13.9% alcohol, for some reason, this wine actually has a tiny bit of an alcohol burn. And at first it wasn't that big of a deal. As I've had a little bit more of it, it actually is starting to creep up on me, and I'm getting a little bit of a burn on the retronasal. I don't know what to think about that, because I think if I had some sort of food kind of cut that effect, and this would be fine. So this might not necessarily be a solo drinker. You might really want to pair it with food, but with that being said, I'm still going to give you a full point. Length, medium finish, half a point. Intensity, medium plus on the nose, pronounced on the palate, full point there. And complexity, I'm getting a ton of fruit. I am getting a lot of green notes, different green notes, kind of like the asparagus, that grass. I consider cat pea into a green note because if you get close enough and you smell it, you turn green. So that's where I kind of think this wine plays. It has a lot of primary. I'm not really picking up much secondary into it, which is also okay, especially seeing as it is a 2020. I mean, I wouldn't expect a ton of oak. I wouldn't expect any aging notes on this wine. So with that being said, I'm gonna give you a full point. So in the end, you're a very good wine. I do enjoy this wine. Now I will say though, I was a little bit torn on giving you a full point on complexity, but what really got me there was the play of the green notes with the amount of the different fruits and the introduction of the melon on the palate with that apple. I didn't smell the apple. I hardly smelled the melon, but the way all those things really played together in the end, it was almost like kind of drinking a little bit of like a fruit salad with a tiny bit of greenery sprinkled in with it. And I kind of like that. As a matter of fact, that would probably be what I would pair with this wine. Anyway, this is Mr. Wirt with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you tried the 2020 Kylie's Fumé from Dutton Estate Winery. I'd be interested to know if you have. And don't forget to join us this Thursday at the Pink Society Chat. It's hashtag Pink Society on Twitter. It starts at 8 p.m. Central. And I'll see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime. In the meantime, this is very good. I have a video to edit. I think that pairs well together too. I'll see you later.